In this video, we're going to be going over the integration to QuickBooks Online. This is a separate feature from the export to IIF file that works with the QuickBooks desktop that some of you may have been using. This feature instead integrates to their QuickBooks Online version. This is a charged feature. We do charge $25 per month per store for this feature in order to maintain this integration. The features you're about to see will be on a store that has that enabled. If you don't have it enabled, you'll just see a thing telling you you'll have to subscribe. So I'm going to flip over here to our website here because we're going to do this from thunderpos.net. So the QuickBooks things that we can send there, it's not invoice by invoice data or anything. It is instead daily totals as journal entries. So things like your cost of goods sold, your amount paid for cash or check or credit card, your cost of goods, all that kind of thing, trade-ins, repairs, all those kind of top line totals from the sales totals report. Those can be made as daily journal entries. And then the other main thing it can integrate, and this is something the IIF files cannot do, is time clock data from your employees. So you would link the time clock system in the point of sale to your employees within QuickBooks. So to do all of this, you're going to go under maintenance here to QuickBooks Sync and then QuickBooks settings here. And I have already linked this to a QuickBooks account, but if you have not linked this to a QuickBooks account, you will see an option for doing the connection, which will require you to log into QuickBooks. In order to do that, it's gonna, you'll have to have your account there, and then you'll authorize us to connect in and everything. That does contain some fairly sensitive information. You should only do that, when you're not like sharing your screen. But if you go down here, you'll see that you can have it automatically send journal entries. It'll do that. If you've got it connected, you can send data, once per day, and it will just send the daily totals without you having to do anything. It will do that through, your register application. You can then also set particularly which fields that are available that you want to sync up, because you may not want to send everything. But for every connection that you've got, you're going to have to select from the drop down here one of your accounts that you want to be the credit account for that, and then the one you want to be the debit account for that. And if you're not sure what those are, then that's a question kind of for your bookkeeper or accountant. But that's where you can set that. It is pulling those from your connected QuickBooks account. So you will have to have created these accounts in your QuickBooks side before you can select them here. So we'll go down this list, and you can select, you can select your taxes, your trades, gift cards sold, order deposits and repair deposits, your payment types, cost of goods sold, your rounding amount, all of that, and you can save that. You can also see here where you can disconnect from your connected QuickBooks account. That will prevent you from further sending data there. We're not going to do that currently. The other place you can send things is through map employees. Here you can map your employees within the point of sale to a QuickBook employee. Again, you can see all of your employees listed, and then it will sync up your time clock shifts. You can either have it do that automatically. You can force a manual sync of past ones if you didn't have them mapped at the time that they did those those shifts. Then you can do manual sync here to send it manually. For a date range, it will not resubmit shifts for a particular employee if they have already been submitted, and it will automatically submit them at the end of shifts once they're connected. It's not something you'll have to come back in here and do constantly. So once you get it kind of configured, it's pretty automatic. But if you do want to manually manage shift sending data instead of having it automatically send data for the journal entries, you can choose to do that. You would just disable the auto send, and then under maintenance and then QuickBooks Sync, you can fill in a range that you want to submit for, and you can actually also group them together as one entry. So if you wanted to do monthly or weekly entries, you could do that manually instead of doing an entry for each day. That's kind of up to you and whatever works best for your needs. But that is kind of the features that are available with the QuickBooks integration. Like I mentioned, you do have to have a QuickBooks account. That's obviously a subscription, and then you will have to subscribe through us to the feature for the connector. If you want to do that, just reach out to sales or support, or if you're using our auto licensing website, the extremepos.net/licensing, then you can sign up for QuickBooks there. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.